This is the VBELL1. It's an Ultra HD 3 megapixel 2K wire-free battery powered video doorbell. Comes from Arenti, who create some really nice looking products. They've won lots of design awards, including the Red Dot Design Award, which normally gets given out to products that are very nice looking as well as functional. It comes in this nice case, very similar to some of the HomeKit and smart devices that you normally get, like Nest and things like that. Apparently it offers easy mounting. It uses their own app to watch its surveillance back and get notifications and things like that. It only supports 2.4G, because obviously 5G is a little bit limited in terms of how it stretches across the home, so 2.4G is a wider band. It has more reach with less interference, so you can probably talk to the Chime as well as talk to your router that might be buried deep inside the house. Alright, let's have a look at what's inside the box. Okay, so here's everything you get inside the box. You get a sticker to alert your neighbours and everything that your property is being recorded. You have a quick start guide with just a few pages on how to get everything up and running. You get the camera itself. Here's the Chime that you connect with a USB adapter and the attached cable, which is micro USB to USB-A. You have two 3M stickers or sticking pads. I'm not quite sure what they're for yet, but we'll come to that in a minute. You have a screwdriver to detach the rear backing plate of the camera itself. And we've got some mounting screws to attach the camera mounting plate onto any particular surface or wall. You get a pair of 3 AAA batteries to power the Chime unit, or you can opt to charge it through USB-C as well. There's a connector on the bottom here to power the Chime instead. Unfortunately, this isn't a plug-in Chime. You can't just plug it into the wall. You have to use either the bundled power adapter or the batteries itself. But at least with the batteries, you can position it anywhere around the home that's near to you, so you can actually hear it, as well as take it in the garden, for example, if you're not going to hear the Chime indoors. Only comes with one Chime. I'm not sure if you can actually have additional Chimes. So just looking at the manual then, it's only got a few simple pages to let you know where everything is and what actually comes inside the box. You've got a very short instruction on how to get up and running. You can download the app and then it will take you through the steps of installation and just generally pairing the camera to the Chime as well as the camera to the internet and to capture. It has 10 months of standby time. Working time is around 3 months if it has 10 times waking up each day. PR range is 7 meters maximum with a PR angle detection of 100 degrees. It supports up to 128 gig. It's got two-way audio so you can talk to the people through the camera feed in the app. Got a maximum resolution of 2304 by 1296. Infrared is 5 meters and it's got a 3 megapixel sensor. Being a security camera and doorbell, it's quite a chunky thing. It's almost like bigger than a Snickers bar, way bigger. Let's just go for dimensions. It's around 14 centimeters long or 5.5 inches, 5.5 centimeters wide or just over 2 inches, and it sticks out from the wall around 3 centimeters or just over 1 inch. Let's remove this protective film. We've got a film as well that goes over the sensors. So you've got the camera up top, you've got the PI sensors and infrared down below. You've got the main business end of the doorbell here. The backing plate comes already pre-installed, so we're going to use the screwdriver that they give to us to unscrew it. And down below we've got a weather sealed sort of grommet here, and underneath we've got a reset switch on and off. We've got a 5-volt micro USB port here. You've got an SD card slot here for internal storage, so you don't have to worry about any cloud services or any subscription models to worry about with this camera. And looking over at the Chime, it's roughly 7.5 centimeters square and it sticks out around about 3 centimeters deep. You've got some buttons here to probably go through the functions of different ringtones, the volume, and you've got a config button here which you probably have to use to do pairing to the Chime itself. On the back we've got a battery compartment here. Like I said earlier, you can either use batteries or you can actually use the micro USB port here to constantly give power to the Chime instead without having to worry about batteries. So let's get this thing paired up. So you can either, if you've got a delicate surface, these 3M stickers are used to be placed on the top here and at the bottom here, and you can use that to attach the doorbell onto a surface if you're a bit precious on the wall surface that it's sticking onto. You can also got 2 screw holes here to do a more permanent mount for the mount. So the plate can just slides off at the bottom here with the camera pointing upwards so you come down. So we're going to take a shot of the QR code so we can actually download the app. So the one in the manual doesn't actually take us to the app. We need to go from the one on the box. So we want Apple. There we go. So here's the app. So I don't have an account, so we've got to sign up. Okay, so we signed up on the app. Now we're going to push the on button on the bottom side of the camera. That's now on. It now sort of lights up a bit. We've got some red lights inside. We've got a red light up on the doorbell indicator here. We're going to add devices. We've seen that we want a doorbell, and here's our doorbell here. Yep, so we powered it on. Press the ring button. Alright, so we're going to select Wi-Fi. So similar to the vacuum that we tried, we're going to show a QR code to the camera. So we heard a notification, so it's now connecting to our network, and device is found. So we're going to probably give it a proper name, VBELL, and then we're done. Let's go for an update. Let's do a quick upgrade so we can actually run the latest version.
A few moments later.
So I found a 16 gig micro SD here. It's not the fastest, it's quite an old one, so we're going to use that in the camera to store our video footage locally. Copper side that way towards the back, and that should then click into place. There we go. That's now inserted. So that's now updated the camera. Very similar software user interface as some of the other smart security camera content that we've got. And here's the video feed. This is me. And quality seems alright. Seems to struggle in really bright light, but that's probably understandable. We'll see how that works on the outside world. It's using SD at the moment, so you can toggle that to UHD. That might depend on your router and your Wi-Fi connection. I've got quite a weak one in my office, so